Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today? Relaxing as per usual. Was considering streaming today, ended up not streaming because I was like, I got some like art stuff which I want to finish off, and then I should record some videos instead. While I do have a little bit of a backlog, don't have a backlog for another Crab's Treasure, but that's okay. That will probably be on Tuesday or something instead. But at some point I do got to start thinking about the fact that next month I'll be on holiday, and let me think. 1, 2, 3. So I'll be on holiday for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So I've got to start recording some Pocket Camp in advance. But hey everyone, we're now in Fawnhallow. It's 3:35 PM on Sunday, February 9th, 2025. But today's relatively chill. Finish off thumbnail art, do a little bit of art, and hopefully I can maybe get a bit more done of the Animal Crossing thumbnail art. Because heavens knows I'm not going to have enough time to do it if I need to record 7 Pocket Camp. Not Pocket Camp, sorry, Happy in Paradise. Episodes in advance. But yeah, we're sort of just chilling. Sunday, relaxing. Happy Super Bowl, everyone. Now, I don't really know much about American football, mind you, so I don't even know who's playing. Isn't it like Raptors and Chiefs? Is that right? Hold on. Super Bowl 2025 match. Eagles versus Chiefs. Wait, it's already happened? No, this is their... Oh, this must be their game rate or something. Chiefs versus Eagles, okay. Yeah, I essentially know nothing about American football. Have I never spoken about American football before? Hold on. If not, this is a great opportunity to. Super Bowl. No. Okay, so I don't really know much about Super Bowl. I know, like, obviously there must be some sort of... Well, I mean, there's NFL, and I think about it, that's literally what it's called. But American Football League, which I assume is similar to a Premier League, where it goes on for however long the season goes on. I don't even know much about the Premier League, to be honest, but... and you play American football. You have all these matches, all the teams play each other. I assume round robin style. I don't know if there's like a tournament at the end. But maybe there's a tournament at the end. And the Super Bowl is like the grand finals, right? Where we're determining who is the big winner, I suppose, of that year's season of NFL. Now, I'm just trying to think what I can even say about it. Super Bowl is like a pretty massive sporting deal in America. I don't mean to understate it, because I'm not here to be like, oh, what's the point of America? You know, such, you know, trivial pursuits, learning about sport and all that. I'm not here to take an intellectual high horse, because, you know, I appreciate sports as well. It's not my thing, but I understand the stories behind it. It's a thrilling thing to watch. The back and forth, you know, gives a sense of unity. As long as people obviously don't take it too far, which I think for most reasonable people, the average person would not. I understand it. It sounds like a fun thing to get into. If anything, it's a shame that I'm not into it, because that would be more things, more joy, as I always say in the world. But yeah, Super Bowl Sunday, second Sunday of February. I know that much, is the big match where, honestly, if anything, I'm more impressed at how big a spectacle it really is. Like, while American football, I don't think really permeates much into other countries. I wonder what the second biggest country who watch American football is. Maybe it's like Canada or something, but I know no one in real life who actually keeps up with American football, unless they're American as well. In Britain. Well, I can certainly name some Chiefs, some teams here and there, and some people probably could as well. I have no concept of exactly how really you play American football, but I'm always very impressed about like how big the event is. You know, you get this is Sylvia or Matilda. I think you're Sylvia. Yes. How big the event is, obviously. You know, like millions of people like tuning in, of course. You got a ridiculous amount of commercials. The theatrics of like the performances is a huge part of it as well. It's very impressive, I would say. You know, it's nice to have, I suppose, these big things which people sort of can unify and have a great little celebration behind together as well. You know. But yeah, apart from that, I don't really know much else about Super Bowl. I mean, it's just like a sporting event, right? Like, I don't mean just like, obviously it's a big sporting event, but like there's not much. I think the uniqueness is more about the scale of how much people engage with it and the theatrics of it, rather than necessarily the uniqueness of the sport or something. So it's not like there's, well, maybe there are like unique traditions for Super Bowl Sunday, which I'm not aware of, but feel free to enlighten me if you're American. Or if you know, I suppose. I guess it's not prerequisite that you be American to know about Super Bowl. But yeah, American football, I very much don't really know the rules for. It's like, the rules of it, in my head it's like similar to rugby, but it's not actually similar to rugby. It's much more sort of, I don't know, because I don't even know rugby that well, but as I understand it, American football is kind of like, how to put it, like a strategic, surprisingly game, where, you know, I feel the conception I had of it beforehand, and even still kind of now, is like, it's very sort of big guys, you know, running at each other, run fast, like just run through the competition or whatever. But there's a lot about strategy of, really, it's sort of about advancing the American football up the field slowly but surely with like these small incremental games. Like, it's not that common. You have someone just sort of run it down or whatever until you get to the end part. That's sort of my conception of it. I know there's a lot of different positions in American football. I assume there are in rugby as well, to be honest, but I don't know what positions are in rugby. What American football positions do I know? Everyone knows the quarterback. That's always like the dream boat or whatever in those American high school dramas. The most important person in the team. Probably. Don't know what a quarterback does. I think it's a fullback as well. And isn't there like a kicker or something? And there's like a position for if you're like really fast. Sorry, a little bit of a pause. My Joy-Cons have died. The other ones, so I'm now using the green and pink ones, and they are crazy. Look at this, like, it will not stand still. I don't even know if okay, horn, no, you know, I guess we'll just keep the emote wheel up, and that's how we'll stand in place. But yeah, Super Bowl, American football. Again, I can't. Oh, I was talking about positions, right? The quarterback, very important, because I think they get the ball. But I don't know what they do. I guess they throw it upfield. Okay, hold on. What other positions can I think of? There's a quarterback. I said there's a fullback. I think there's also a halfback. I don't know the difference. I guess one of them is like slightly far back and the other one's really far back. That makes most sense to me. I think there's someone called a tackle, who I assume is in charge of tackling. That would make most sense. But there's wide receiver. That's it, right? That one is actually like meant to receive a ball or something and run with it, I think. I guess that's a captain. I don't know if that's actually a role, or if that's not really a position, right? Presumably that's a role. Like, you are the captain, but you can be any position if you're a captain. Or is the quarterback always a captain? Is that why it's always so important? I don't really know. Anyway, how I imagine American football plays out is, I always see them, it's like the two teams, they line up. There's like, I don't know, 7 of them or something, facing each other in a line. And then it goes like, hike, and then person... Like, something like there's an attacking side and a defending side, or something like that. Like, one of the teams starts with a ball and they're trying to like push it up, and then like possession switches when, I don't know, someone fumbles, I guess. Is that how it works? It's kind of like how rugby works, kind of. I think. Maybe don't quote me on that. But they like get the ball, they like hike it through under their legs to someone who throws it, the thrower. I don't know if that's position, and they are just like, oh, who do I pass it to? And they like toss it through the air forward, and then the person grabs it and like runs with it, and then everyone else sort of like runs with them, just like push people out of the way or tackle them, and then the defending team tries to tackle them and bring them to the ground, or like stop the ball moving or something, and then that's like, then like the whistle blows, and then you do that thing again, but from where the ball made it, right? It's something like that. You keep going, and then you keep going until someone makes it to the end where they can put the ball down. That's a touchdown, and then now is it? At some point, you're meant to like score the goal, because I think in rugby, at least, it's like when you get it's not a touchdown, it's called a try or whatever. You get wait, is it conversion? Is in American football or is in rugby? In one of the two, after you get the touchdown or try equivalent, you put the ball down and you try and kick it through the goal, like upright posts or something. And that's basically all I know about it. I suddenly had like I completely forgot about this memory, but it was in primary school where we were, I can't remember why, we were like in the IT computer rooms or something, and we had to, I can't remember, like write a report on rugby or something, like I guess the Six Nations competition or something was happening at that time, I can't remember. And this entire time, by the way, bearing in mind that, you know, despite the fact that I was raised obviously in Britain most of my life, my parents are not natively from the UK, so they don't know everything about UK culture, and thus that is something which sort of permeates, and a lot of things I learn tend to be from American media, which is what's on TV a lot of the time. But I remember we had to write a report on rugby, and I remember I was working with a friend about it, and it wasn't until way after that lesson I realised that I didn't know what rugby was. I only knew American football, and I didn't even know it that well. The only thing I could say about it, what I thought was what was American football, still is American football, I thought that was also rugby. So I remember it was like we had to like write down the rules or something of rugby, and then I just remember the first thing and being like, oh yeah, so I guess there's touchdowns or something. Because that's my only exposure to it. I guess my only exposure would have been that and like Mario Party 8, where there's an American football game called like Grabby Gridiron or something. And I remember for some reason my teacher getting really angry at me, or something. I don't know. She just kind of was sometimes. And I don't say like vitriol anymore in my voice, because who cares? This is like years ago. But I remember she got like very annoyed. I mean, she like tried to help me out, and I didn't understand why she was annoyed. I'm like, I'm saying things which are related to rugby, aren't they? Like touchdown, like passing a ball, or whatever. Like I had no idea, no concept that it was a different thing. So then when it was like, we look it up and it was like a try, and I was like, what? Very confusing. And also apparently there's like different rules for like rugby union, rugby league, which is apparently something I learned. I don't remember that. I only remember that perhaps I'd learnt it because she brought it up in the lesson afterwards, being like, oh yeah, and we learned that there were different rules between like rugby union, rugby league, right dear darling? And I was like, yep. So yeah, anyway, I know even less about American football now than perhaps I did back then, but let's see. American football. That's nice about American. Whatever. It comes up. NFL. No. American football. Also known as gridiron football. That's perhaps makes more sense, right? Because I guess the field is called the gridiron, which is a very hardcore name, by the way, for a field. Are we blocking you in, Nordy? You want to go on a sort of rampage about? Go for it. Let's see. Played by two teams of 11 players on a rectangular field. Offense attempts to advance down the field by running with a ball or throwing it, with while the defense stops the advance and takes control of the ball themselves. Yes. The offense must advance the ball at least 10 yards in 4 downs or plays. If they fail, they turn over the football to the defense. If they succeed, they're given a new set of 4 downs to continue the drive. So I guess downs is whenever the play resets and we do it from a line. Okay. A play to advance the ball. I didn't know if that's how it worked. There were basically 4 tries to get it down 10 yards. How far is 10 yards? 10 yards in meters. It's about 10 meters. Am I crazy? That doesn't seem very far. Like, 10 meters, like, what? I guess obviously it must be a lot harder than I'm giving it credit for to advance it. Otherwise it wouldn't be a rule like that. It would have been like, you have 4 downs to try and make it like 50 yards or something. Points are scored by preparing and advancing a ball into opposing team's end down for a touchdown, or kicking a ball through the opponent's goal for a field goal. How does a field goal worth? I'm going to say 2 points, because touchdown is 6 points, isn't it? Actually, maybe it makes more sense for field goal to be 3. Field goal is only worth 3 points. Touchdown was worth 6. Yeah, so conversion must be in rugby. Rugby conversion. Where it's like a try gets you, I don't know, but a conversion gets you 2 points. I don't know why I don't know how much a try is worth, but I know how much a try is worth 5 points. Penalty is free, conversion is 2, drop goal is free. Yeah, anyway, I don't watch either of these sports. Not in like not in a snobby way, just like I don't know anything about it. Oh, you know what we should do? American football positions. See how many I got right. There's a whole Wikipedia article on it. Oh, it was a nice little image as well. Okay. Tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle. Okay, I didn't know guard was a thing. Tight end. I have heard that before. I definitely wouldn't have remembered it. Wide receiver, quarterback, fullback, halfback, running back. I thought... So wait, so running back is a name for both fullback and halfback, but fullback is slightly ahead of a halfback. Defense, I've never heard of any of these. Linebacker. End, another tackle. Cornerback, safety. I guess since they're mirroring each other, that just... Wait, hold on, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, wait, no, there's... Right, one of the tight ends becomes the outside linebacker. No, wait, there's only one tight end but 2 linebackers. That's why there's 2 running backs. Or I guess a quarterback is technically the linebacker position, quote, or something. So I guess they switch back and forth, right? Wait, no, hold on. Is an American football team? Because this is 11 people on the pitch. Let's assume there's no substitutions. Obviously, there must be like a million substitutions or whatever. Do American football teams have separate teams for offense and defense? Because I think about it, like when you hear about the positions, you hear about like, oh, this person's a quarterback. You don't hear about they're a quarterback and linebacker, right? Do they just switch? Is there actually like 2 teams in every American football team? I actually had... Hold on. How many players in American football team? 53? Which are then split into 3 smaller teams, but... What? I actually had no idea. I thought this entire time it would have been the same 11 people who rotate between offense and defense, but I guess because there's such different styles of, you know, athletics or gameplay required, that makes sense. You'd have a different offense team and a different defense team. Do you not have limited substitutions? Or is it just a given thing, like whenever possession switch? But it says there's a special one. What's a special team? Kicking specialist, holder, long snapper, kick returner, up back, gunner, jammer. NFL teams also have a practice squad. Oh, it's eventually sort of like trying out. I didn't know American football teams were so large. 53. That's huge. That's like, so it's 11 each year, 20. That's like, you can have a double offense, a double defense, and you still have room for like 9 special positions. That's crazy. I feel like my mind's been blown. I had no idea there were different teams. Or like different, yes, sub-teams within the actual team. There are unlimited subs in American football as well. Oh. I see, that's why. That's, you know, I don't, because like, isn't it with British football or something? It's like once you sub someone off, they can't be back on. Something like that. So it's like each person has 1 sub. Before mid-2020s, you had limited subs, and everyone played both ways, rarely left the field. NFL was the first league to implement unlimited subs, so then it makes sense. Because if you have unlimited subs, you might as well have someone who specialises in a team that specialises in offense and a team which specialises in defense. Right. I don't know how different it is actually playing on offense as defense, but this is fascinating. I actually had no idea. Well, anyway, good luck to whichever teams are playing today. If your team's playing, I hope they win. Obviously that's contradictory because there are 2 teams playing, but at least I hope it's a very exciting match, and I can't wait to see what memes come out of Super Bowl this time. That's basically the only way I relate to it as a British person. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.